Overcomplicating things is slowing you down to an extent, and it's beyond your imagination. You don't even realize how much it's slowing you down. Success loves speed. Everything is about acceleration, is about putting your foot down. I speak about this concept of procrastination, this ideology that people have that I need to be perfect. Perfectionism. It's a cancer. It's a virus. Forget about it. This notion that I have to formulate this perfect plan in order for me to execute it to perfection. So you sit there for days and weeks on end. You're slowing yourself down. You're overcomplicating for no particular reason apart from procrastination. You're not a perfectionist. You're a procrastinator. Let's keep it 100% here. Overcomplicating it is slowing you down. What you're suffering from in reality is paralysis by analysis, which is exactly what I suffered from for years upon years. And it slowed me down massively. It's one of the critical and the most common mistakes that you could possibly be making. I used to work in sales for over 2 years, worked in prospecting, cold calling, and the amount of times that I used to be quite dubious or hesitant. And look, cold calling, especially as a young guy, is quite arduous and quite a daunting task, if you can imagine, because you get constantly rejected in the beginning. But you overthink a lot. You know, you're reading your script again, you're making sure that you're thinking of different scenarios like a flow chart, an algorithm. What if they say yes? What if they give this answer? What happens is you're frying your brain because you're overwhelming your brain with so much unnecessary information. And then when you eventually call the individual, the prospect, 9 times out of 10, it's not how you envisioned it. So you wasted all that time prepping. You wasted all that time perfectioning something that never even existed. You're slowing yourself down for no reason. You're overcomplicating for no particular reason. Cut out the fluff. Just go out there, grab your axe and chop that damn tree down. Plan isn't the worst thing in the world. You should have a brief plan. You should have a relative idea as to what you want to achieve or what you're looking to implement and execute. But the reality is, most of the time, you won't know the answer. You won't know how far off you are from the target unless you shoot the damn gun. Because you can sit there and prep and go, okay, I'm going to grab this type of gun, I'm going to put this type of ammunition in, and I'm going to aim it at this specific angle. And you're sitting there rethinking and overcomplicating these fine minor details. But in reality, you don't know. Trying to calculate the wind speed, forget about all of that, man. Forget about all of that. Have a brief plan. Take action. Action will trump everything else, every single time after time. I've given this example before. Imagine you're inept. You are socially inept when it comes to the opposite sex, and you want to get good with women, right? You want to be captivating to the opposite sex. What man doesn't want to be? But your social skills, your soft skills, your communication skills are in a gutter, let's say. Now, you can think that action is not the answer, and you can overcomplicate this entire situation, this entire ordeal. So what you may do is you might select and purchase books on pickup. So you might see what pickup artists do, you might watch documentaries, you might watch YouTube videos, you might buy books from Amazon on how to pick up women, or you might buy books on psychology of women off Amazon or from the bookstore, right? Now, they may give you hints, they may give you tips, they may give you tricks, and it might help, but I promise you, it's almost negligible. If you want the biggest level of progress, take action. Take action, because action will trump every single little hint, little tip. I've said this before, you can try and go under the problem, you can go over the problem, you can go around the problem. You have to go straight through. If you want the legitimate results, you have to go through. I know it's an answer that people don't want to hear, but what you're doing, my friend, is you're overcomplicating the situation for no goddamn reason. Pick up the gun and shoot the damn gun, because then you can realign. There's no issue with taking action and sitting back and reflecting on the situation. And you can think to yourself, okay, perhaps I need to refine this area. I'm this far off the target. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Maybe we do need to go back to square one, but at least you have tangible evidence. Whereas previously, you had no tangible evidence. You had no clue as to what you wanted to achieve or how things were actually going to turn out because you never took action in the first place. You were dilly-dallying, procrastinating. You're overcomplicating the entire thing. It's slowing you down. You're knocking off months and weeks of your life for no goddamn reason. Take the damn action. I'm at a coffee shop, I see a woman I like, she's quite attractive. What should I say? Maybe if I give this pickup line, or maybe if I say this line, it might sweep her off her feet. And by the time you're thinking, she's already picked up her coffee and left the shop. And you're sat there with your jaw wide open, sat there like an idiot. You're slowing yourself down for no reason. Just go for it. What you need to do more is trust your instincts. Trust that things will work out in the end. Just take action. Take action. Because in that split second, in that moment, your subconscious mind will think of something. Your subconscious mind will be able to paper over the cracks in some way. And you can always change and refine and improve later because you can reflect on the actual action you took. Take the action, let your instincts carry out and take place, and then you can analyze after. But if you paralyze yourself by constant analysis, you won't even end up taking the action. It's called the law of diminishing intent. The longer I take, the more I think about doing something, the less likely that I'm actually going to do it. This is actually a scientific law, it's a fact. And it alludes to everything else that I've said in this video, the law of diminishing intent. The more you think about something, the less likely you are to do it. So my advice to you is stop thinking so much. Stop thinking so much because you're overcomplicating everything and you're slowing yourself down. Just pick up the gun and shoot and just take action. Just go for it because you never know what's going to happen. So hopefully that's been beneficial for you guys. Hopefully you've derived value from that. If you have, consider subscribing, hit the bell notification, smash the like button, leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.